uh, that was put in front of me to see on YouTube, and I thought it was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon, no more coffee.
Yeah.
It's time to go. But until I do,
Oh yeah.
I've got my Dragon Wares overall kick-ass coffee cup. So hard to do this. Lots of times I'd wake up in the morning.
Here's what I found.
Alexa off. Sometimes I'd wake up in the morning and I'd be mad. And there was other stuff on the other side that was attaching to me, screwing with me, making me mad at Lily, myself, yada, yada. Alexa off. It's more like it. So this morning I woke up aggressive as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It's like looking for something to push out of my way to get out of this body and start killing everything. All the issues. You know what I mean by that?
Yes, yeah. The problems.
I serve and protect, but it's time for me to destroy as I never have. Although it was a pretty big thing taking out the first being and all the others while I was in body. Anyway, I was mad. I was trying so hard to lean out of this body and attack. I wanted them. Then I calmed down for a second and I saw the Jawa part of me. Now, I am the primary focal point of Ara. But within that primary focal point, the strongest, that ribbon kind of basic idea, the part that is the Jara lion, that's the strongest part of this focal point. And I looked around, I calmed down a little bit and I saw him staring at me. And I'm like, what? He put the thought of everything that other stuff that has to be destroyed and what they're doing, he put that in my head when I woke up just to see how I would react when the body woke up, and he saw just what he wanted. I'm ready. Now, as soon as I'm out of this body, that part of me, Jara, that was originally in here, it takes over. But there's a very momentary transition, and that's what he was looking over,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
testing.
Yeah.
It's like looking down into a lake before you walk into it. You want to see if there's any rock, sticks, glass, excuse me, all I can see is like 2 to 3 days, and it's very, very wispy. I'm spending almost the whole day in that chair. I just can't function.
I was thinking that the weekend might have the opportunity of a time when most of the Western world is at home, so they can cope better, have more resilience for any upheaval. If
Yeah,
at the weekend,
I'm seeing the end of the weekend being a big thing.
yeah, because Sundays are quiet generally, so
Yeah,
that might be the opportune time.
yeah. Either that or very probably the next, very possibly, probably whatever, the Monday starts with a bang.
Sure.
But we're at the end. You know, it's all over. I sit in a chair where I move my eyes to look, and I just, you know, I lose it. I go somewhere. I just, you know, It's like passing out, but not. I can't describe it. It's been obvious for a little while we're done, but now we're, you know, the end. So we can have the new beginning. I am going to kill and destroy, I mean, permanently destroy. People would be afraid to call it biblical.
Yeah.
It's going to be aggressive and abusive.
Yeah.
Where it needs to be.
Yeah, everything that deserves it. Yeah. On the Walker Valseus YouTube channel, he's uploading our conversations, and lots of comments and replies are being deleted by YouTube, so we can't get a conversation going of people coming in talking about ETs.
Oh, really?
And stuff. The comments and some of my replies are just being deleted, so that, you know, and he's had this before on his channel, so he was explaining it to me. This is what they do on YouTube.
Yeah, well, they know what's coming.
Yeah.
And they're dead. All of them. They're dead. YouTube.
One question was, why aren't the ETs getting involved now? I know you've answered this before, but if I write it, my comment will just be taken down. So maybe if you say something about that will say up on the video.
Oh, okay. That'll be on the video. Yeah. I used to talk with Aaron about needing to. It's like, why the hell can't you help me get out of this body? And he couldn't, because no matter how powerful and intelligent ETs are, they're still bodies. And the other side is where your natural self and incredibly powerful. So Aaron has wanted, you know, they used to bring me up on the ship all the time and try to make me feel more comfortable with all my disease and shit, you know. I mean, look at me, heart disease, a lung disease I've had born with, prostate cancer, which has spread a little bit, but then Lily stopped it. These venous disease, MRSA, I mean, it's everything. This body's literally rotting. And Aaron was told by the ET metaphysical practitioners, which are pretty damn strong. But let me tell you something. These bodies here on Earth, they're different. And I've been here many times. And every time I'm here, I crank Gaia up. The whole time I'm here, just by being here and being in one of her bodies. So, and our DNA is very unique. That's why so many races were coming here to take humans, get their DNA. But I had asked Aaron, I said, can't you do something, kill me? I talked to the Drock, and they said, we can't. And Aaron said, if I do anything at all They're going to take away this new ship that you just, had me given. Because the Alliance of Life, the two people at the head of the table are Lily and I. It's a different piece of me out of the body, but it's there as a representative. So it's like, okay, I understand, and I told him, just please know I'm doing everything I can to get out of here, and he knows. They've been watching me inside this house since 1992 when I bought it. And they're sensors, they're the real deal. They float around in a dimensional barrier between the second and third dimension. Nobody physical can get into the second dimension. That's just the way it is, but they can float around inside the barrier. Then they hit a wall. So it's been against the law. It's like the prime directive of Star Trek. I mean, now the ones that used to be here, they're scum. The old Federation of Planets, whatever, is scum. They would sell out timeshares for people to come here and do whatever they want. The military the military industrial complex, the skunk works, all these other idiots, they said, okay, we'll let you come here and start taking people, but we want toys. We want advanced toys. Remember, the original first being was the original frack up that made this creation just to be abusive and grow stuff bigger so there'd be more in number and they'd never have to be alone again. They did it. But Aaron and his crew and all the others, even the Jock, that it's like, as strong as the Jock are, they were told, stay out. If we go to help him get out of a body, we'll be stopped, and then we'll have, the strongest being in all creation pissed at us. So, and they have a lot of respect for me because Lily and I made the Jock raise. Very first race. So they can, I was talking with Aaron one time. I went to look at him and he got mad. He said, I can't do anything until you're out of the body. And I'm like, what? Telepathy. And I'm like, wow. I said, Aaron, what's the matter? And he goes, oh. Because I've gotten pissed about it before. The last time I talked to him, I was probably real mad about being stuck here. You know everything I've gone through to get out and still to be stuck. But it's all out of then. This is taking so much energy to talk to, especially when I get pissed. I can hardly move my mouth. I mean, this whole body's dead. It's just finishing every time I get up the stairs to get back in my chair. I don't know how the hell I make it. I just wind up there, but going up those stairs is an adventure. I used to grab both handrails. Now I just grab one side and pull myself up a step at a time, but I'm so busy and, the body's just shutting down. Can't talk. So, and, I'm not trying to be arrogant or cocky, but nobody knows the other side like I do. Nobody can communicate. Nobody is everywhere like me. And although I have no brain left anymore, if there was any possible way, I'd have found it by now.
Yeah.
I've been at this for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's just to get rid of the scum and care for everybody. That's what I am. Lily's the same way. Just getting Lily out to help, that was incredible. You know, I don't know how the hell I did that except for out of necessity, finally. Wow. But we're at the end now. And YouTube, they're all so fucked, all of them. The old ruling Anunnaki, problematic Anunnaki ruling family minions that are now, they think they're in control. They know it's coming, and their little minions now, like, you know, the dude that owned YouTube and all these idiots. George Soros is still trying to get a seat at the big boy table. He never will. They're screwed. I'm taking one of them, one of those minions. I'm putting him in a public eye, and I'm going to burn him, levitate and burn. It's going to go to, when I see people like on YouTube and stuff, I immediately know how I'm going to kill them, how they're going to be destroyed. And that's when you see that fire, that's permanent. That's the spirit, everything just being deleted. You need to have base energy in order to create something. But as far as destruction, nah, I don't need shit. Just my intention. And like I said, those people that are source and those people that aren't source but are waking up trying to use their abilities, they need to understand they already have the power that they are, and they can't be aware of it while they're in a body. But it's the power of their intention that creates what they can do. Everyone says, I want to be source, and I've told them so many times, source is the source of your problems. Just, I know so many souls, they have beautiful heart, and I look at them, they're just beautiful, pure love. I mean, how can anything be better than that? You know? I mean, they don't understand their own being given the word validity. They don't understand the incredible beings that they are. They can't establish an understanding of their own self-worth, not just to themselves, but everyone else. And I want them to find that until 6 years from now, a little less than 6 years from now, when I take everyone home. No more physical stuff. It was created to be abusive. But for that 5+ years, it's going to be better than it's ever been for anyone in any life. But I'm taking out the scum, destroying them completely. And YouTube is fucked. Amazon.com is fucked. They're all screwed. All these large companies, I'm taking all their money. And I would think Donald's probably, Trump, the Donald part of me, I think he's probably going to begin a new, not the IRS, but have something like the IRS, but a different name. And they're the ones that give out the money in this country. And then at the after this 4-year term, it probably J.D. Vance, he's going to take over as president, and Trump's going to oversee things here on this planet. What should be done through Aaron, and and its eventuality, if that's the right word. I'm just talking whatever is coming out of my mouth. It's me and Lily, me outside and Lily going in the head right here where it's kind of dead, and then it comes out. I have to watch it. I start talking too much, and then I lose track right away. The eventuality of I'm going to fall out of my chair. Good thing there's an arm on it. Anyway, it all comes back on me, because especially once I'm free of this body, the strongest part of me, well, I'm everywhere, but the intense focal point of what I am will be sitting with the same of Lily at the table, so to speak, of the of a council of life or something. What is
The
it?
Alliance of Life
Yeah.
Council table. Is that on Aaron's ship? Is that actually on his ship?
Yeah. It will be.
Yeah.
There'll be other cabinet rooms or whatever you want to call it. There's one on that drop ship that's here that's a little bigger than the Earth. And the scum that are here, they can't see the drop ship. They have no idea where it is. Almost all their equipment is extremely antiquated, whatever.
Yeah, out of date.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's helpful.
Yeah. The most I have all this big stuff. I'm just, as soon as I'm free, it's just gonna happen. We're doing it in a certain way, and Lily's got most of it laid out. Although, as much as I love her plans, if I feel the need to get more aggressive, it's just gonna happen. Lily knows I do everything for the betterment of everyone, and because she's the same way, and we are the two that are one. We don't matter. That's why I always say I'm like the Stone Mountain, a big chunk of granite that's over 1,400 foot tall. The part that's above the ground. I just am. But she and I we're for everyone else. Oldest brother and oldest sister taking care of the family. It's as simple as, I don't know, looking out the window. You don't want anything except the best we can provide for everyone. That's all that matters. And I can tell you it's coming. You can tell it's really hard for me to talk right now.
Yes.
But while I can, because this is all ending. This is coming to not the abrupt end that I want, but it's coming to an end. It's terminal, I'm happy to say. But soon I can't talk. Is there anything else?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. Thank you.
What's about to happen, like I said, Lily's already put the plan together, and I know it's and I know it's correct and good, but the problem is I've been waiting since the first life she and I had to do this. And that's over 2.8 quadrillion Earth years ago. 2,800 trillion. So, and I have patience, but I'm done. fighting everything like I did when I wrote those books. And it's 24/7. You wake up and there's 1,000 of them hanging on you. And when I was fighting the other source beings, and it's just a small part of me in the body. I mean, I was one, but they're so much bigger. But like I always said, a hand's bigger than a bullet. You put a hand up, you ain't gonna stop that bullet. It's going through. Never have animals are made of love and fortitude, and a lot of fortitude. The only thing stronger than animal essence is Lily and I. Aramelius and Lilith were made from love and fortitude more than anything else. And then as Lily was compressing, it was more love gathering in the middle, and that's Lily, the Lily part. And then me, it was the power, the fortitude with love also that was coming to a primary focal point in Aramelius, and that's what I am.
Mm-hmm.
Aramelius kept taking all my energy and everything. Well, Aramelius is dead. He's destroyed. And all that energy that was him, plus all that energy he took from me, that's mine. I have it locked up. When I come out and get things started, I'll get a hold of that. And then the field will be so powerful and so huge that creation's limitations, barriers, so to speak, but its limits, its boundaries are going to be the field. And there's no yay, Jay, in there other than yay, I get to go to work, just like the Trump part of me finally taking over here. And other countries are starting to fall in place, and it's all starting to come together, and the players are starting to really come out of the woodworks and show themselves. Because Republicans now have the presidency, they have the Senate, and they have the House of Representatives. So the biggest problems are going to be squawking. Adam Schiff, I have a present for him. He's going to love. But literally, all the abuse and death and pain and suffering he's caused, I'm going to torture this man. I'm not going to let him die. I'll be burning him from the inside. He'll be spitting blood. He'll hear crackling from the inside of him, and then I'll heal him enough to keep him alive. He's going to suffer until I'm tired of dealing with it, and then I'm going to make it the most excruciating, painful death that anything could have, and that's the end of his existence. What's inside him? It's a soul that sucks. 17%.
Wow.
And Zuckerberg, Facebook Zuckerberg, he was supposed to. It was all set out for him to go against the others. And instead, he went with them and really kicked it in. So he's fucked. He's abusive in a whole new light. So he's gone. But I'll be taking an arm, a leg, and stuff here and there to burning. Oh, that Jay, he's horrible. But no, I'm not Jay Amara. But that's enough.
At one point, Zuckerberg was one of these guys who will only eat animals that he has killed or something. So he's kind of sick.
Yeah, he's gonna suffer. Hunters are gonna feel all the pain they've given the animals times 2 or 3. A lot of hunters are, negative, abusive things anyway. And I'm just gonna delete them from creation. I'm gonna destroy them permanently. There's about 63 to 64% of the people on this planet will leave it. Other planets aren't as near as bad, but there's those other 3 that are problematic. But it doesn't matter. It's not really a problem once I'm free.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I would expect YouTube to be doing exactly that because they've already been told what to do. And you know the minions. There was 4 of them. There was Lloyd's of London, as I called him. He was the top minion. And then there was a guy in New York and a guy in California. And I went after. I mean, I've destroyed a little over 100 beings in body by going at them as myself out of body, only because I understood as myself out of body that although I wanted to in a body, it was imperative that I did. So myself out of body is what actually did it. And a couple of them I didn't want anything to happen to when my energy outside of the body did it anyway. And we had a argument. One was an Anunnaki lady out around Nevada, and the other one was around Washington, D.C., CIA guy. They were both in troop chairs. So then I had to deal with that part of me out of the body messing up. Everything screwed up, but it's about not to be. But the head guy was Lloyd's of London, and I took him out with extreme prejudice in his office in London. And then the guy in New York, who was the head of the Anunnaki clan out there, he was, if you were a waiter coming up on the table, the door where you enters on the right, the table is going the long way like this into the big, big, big window. The windows go from the top to the bottom. And then closest to the window, if you're the waiter, on the right-hand side, closest to the door, was the New York dude. And then a lady that he was with. And on the other side, 2 other people, another couple. And I saw him, and it was happening from outside through me. And I just dropped him dead. His face went in his soup. Some kind of special chicken soup or something. He just died. I killed him, and his brain went poof. And when that happens, the blood comes out the ears and stuff. And then the lady next to him freaked out, stood up, and the other 2 moved kind of back, like, what the hell? And by this point, the guy from California, who was a real asshole, he went into his very special metaphysical vault, his safe zone. What do they call them?
Oh, safe rooms? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's safe room.
Okay.
The walls are so thick, there's all kinds of ET energy going through it and everything else. And the guy was followed. He was being led. He was following a soldier that took him down in there into the safe room. There was already a man to wait on him in the safe room. And then they locked this huge door. It's like, I don't know, a couple feet thick or something. Saw all these different energy fields going around through it. And he got in there and sat down at the table, and he looked at the guy that was there to serve me. He goes, well, give me my wine, cussing and everything. And the guy looked at him like, he's going to do what he's told, but it's like, you're scum. So anyway, I went into the guy's head, looked at him. He looked like this, and then I just popped his head. And his face just landed. He was sitting at the table already. His face just lands right on the table. It goes a little sideways in his blood and stuff. And then the guy that was supposedly there to serve him, some kind of wine or something the guy wanted, he just smiled. And he looked around. He couldn't see me. He kind of looked around. And he was saying, thank you. And then he sat down and had some wine.
He made his day.
Yeah. And there's another one I can't remember, and it's not important enough for me to feed it through the body from outside of the body, but there was 4. 2 of them were friends of mine. The head of the Anunnaki, the actual, not minions, but the head of the Anunnaki clan in Arkansas, a huge Anunnaki gentleman. He's a friend of mine. And then the female, that's was and kind of still is some kind of consortium, whatever, but it's in Russia. They were already friends of mine. Good people, just, like inserts, what do you call them?
Cutouts?
The spies, like.
Oh, double agents.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were both close with me, Aaron. Wow. I can't go any further. I need to get back upstairs.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we are so close, finally. I want people are going to understand, because I'm going to show them, number one, I am real. But in doing so, I'm also going to show them that they are real. And I want them to learn to appreciate themselves. And I want them to understand why it's always been the way it was. The way it's always been, the way it's been. And then I need to hope they'll find a way to grasp the fact that they're not physical bodies. They're imprisoned inside them while they're having a life. And I'm taking away all the physical bodies, and they're going to be happier. As happy as people are going to be just by getting rid of me, getting rid of all the scum, it's going to be over 100 times more happiness when they're themselves. Incredible, beautiful, powerful, intelligent, sentient energy. Oh, I'll miss my car. I'll miss. No, you ain't gonna miss nothing, because you're all over the place, everywhere.
Exactly.
Things on the other side are different, so much different than they are here. Nothing. Sometimes stuff would try to hide from me, which, never worked, but nothing would ever run, because everything's everywhere. There's nowhere to run. And the one thing that's prevalent in that arena, is me. I'm the freak. I'm everywhere. Anywhere they run, they're running in my energy. So it's like, what's the sense? And if they won't stop hurting people, they're gone. And those that I can fix, I will, because the whole concept here is to serve and protect, not to destroy everything. But what can't be fixed, you're building a house, you're taking down the old house, and you got some good lumber, you reuse it. If you can't, you have a fire or burn it. My fires are just kind of instantaneous. It's going to get a little crazy, but it's going to be, as it keeps going, people can see the people that are good, that they care about, that are good people, they're there, and the other ones are gone. I mean, and the people that are really hurting, I'm taking them home, but I'm leaving the body so people can see that, they're home, everything's okay. And most every one of them are going to have a smile on their face, because they were taken home in Lily's love. There's nothing more powerful than that.
A calm look, if not a
Yeah.
smile, but a calm,
Yes.
peaceful.
Peaceful.
Yeah.
Tranquility. Yes. Wow. All right, I gotta get upstairs. So anyway, maybe that'll help some of the people, you know.
Yes, it will. Thank you so much.
And everything's gonna change. That big manufacturing ship that they've seen, the weather people, you know, it was
Yes.
north of Antarctica.
Mhm.
If our friend doesn't have that video, would you send it to him?
Yeah, I'll make sure it happens. Yeah.
If we need to, I'll get the help I need to find it and resend it to you.
And I've got it on my
Backup.
on my Mac, so
Okay.
I can get it to him.
And all of a sudden it turns like that. Well, that's the electromagnetic field of the drive on this starship. I mean, Aaron's ship is like somewhere like 4.3 times, 4.1, 4.3 times the size of Spain. That's huge. And then I forgot. That manufacturing ship is like 8 times that big.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge. And then when the thing turns, so the electromagnetic gravity, the gravity field that they create to move the ship, when all of a sudden you're looking at it from the side, where you see this large energy, you know, and then it go to more circular, and people are like, what is that? And I'm just watching it. It's like, I would have been very happy for people to see what I can.
Yeah.
And to know and understand what I could, because then it'd be easier for me to talk to them.
Sure. If you do have access to that clip of the manufacturing ship shadow, if you like, then you can send it to me because it might be quicker.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. I'll do that now.
Okay.
I'll see you in a little bit. Okay.
Okay. Cheers. Thank you for that.
Here we go.
Bye now.
Bye.